So me and Miles are standing in what is, or once was, a Confederate foxhole. We typically call them rifle pits. Folks from World War I, World War II call them foxholes. What you have here in front of us is a berm that the dirt would have been dug out here and tossed out front to protect the soldiers that were sitting down in here. You had probably 3-4 guys who stood in this, and they protected across the swamp sitting out in front of us on a famous battlefield during the American Civil War. Now, we are on private permission, so I'll leave that there so you know that we are 100% in the right here. So what we're going to do, just for fun, is we're going to excavate down to see how much overburden has filled this foxhole in, or this rifle pit, and we're going to take you along with us as we go. Miles, you ready?
Yep. Let's go.
So we are going to use a metal detector. I have my big metal detector here, the GPX 4500. Miles has an Equinox over there, but from what I can tell, it's a little noisy, but I can't hear anything from the surface. So it makes me want to know what is down here that you can't hear with a normal machine. And Miles is going to use his machine once we get down deep enough to help us out. All right, first plug's out. And to start, we have about 8 to 10 inches of root material that is definitely new material. Just before we even get into the sand, we have all this kind of topsoil. And now we're gonna go right down into here and see if we can punch down right into the center. Throw it up front just like they would have done back there and keep going. Man, the sand is crazy easy. I imagine they didn't have much trouble actually digging these things out back then. So the other thing you have to think about too is that we see all of these trees here. This battle was 1864 in May. That helps narrow it down, but there were a lot of battles in 1864 in May. But this whole hill would have been clear cut. In fact, the drawings and things we've seen of this place were 100% clear hillside, clear line of sight from here to there, and would have been very exposed. So you wouldn't have had to dig in roots of stuff like trees like this. Or maybe you would have, because they would have done slash and burn in the 1700s. So keep going. All right, so we've gotten down pretty quickly here. It didn't take much. We're putting all the stuff up front, getting into this crunchy gravel. And this is a former floodplain a long time ago. And I imagine we're getting very close to what the original base of this would have been. Now, what we're used to is that none of the dirt back here, all the dirt would have been thrown out here. Erosion over the years has taken some of this dirt down the hill into that bottom, which we go check out in a few minutes. But this is just exploring an American foxhole from the Civil War. I say American because though they were Confederate soldiers and they were fighting against the United States, these boys did return to the states that were united, and history was preserved. Let's see what we got down there, Miles. I want there to be a signal down there so bad.
So do I.
I would love to have seen these trenches and earthworks like 40 or 50 years ago without that kind of erosion on here. I know it sounds crazy, but one day these will no longer be visible. And the only thing left will be what's written in the history books. We're gonna clean the back side of this out. Right here. That's definitely bottom down there. That felt like bottom. The other reason for anybody who may be concerned is that we're just doing a small hole here. It's because honestly, we don't want to disturb this whole thing. As cool as it would be to dig out this entire rifle pit and see what was in here, Just one little section will give us a good enough glimpse to understand it. Stick that machine back in there. Maybe we'll have to try the GPX in there. Oh, it wants to be over there. If there's a root.
It does want. It does seem to be. If it is pulsing, it's pulsing in the same spot.
You know, the other thing that I want is see a cannonball pop out of here. Although I think that would have been much too easy to find in the old days. Man, this thing is still deep. I mean, you have some intermittent rock down there, but
It's gonna be a frag when I dug it.
piece of wire. Yeah. All right, we're gonna try it with the big machine. But you get the idea. There's very quickly you would have started to build a very sizable mound here, just with a couple guys, and I bet you probably could do this 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe a little longer, maybe an hour or two, but you get an idea.
Whatever else.
So we were talking about would they have actually left stuff here. I think they would have, but I also think you're talking late war. I don't think they had much to lose.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, these boys have been fighting for 3 years. Confederacy were underfunded, undersupplied. And stick that machine back in there. And I don't think they had a lot to lose.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either. We're gonna try the GPX, and then we'll give you a little bit of an overview of what's going on here. So we're trying the GPX in here, and we're just not getting any signals. So again, this is just a test hole to explore what possibly could have been an American Civil War soldier's foxhole. But we are definitely on the bottom here. The cool part is you can denote the change in color down the walls here into this gravel area, and you can see where some of this is hard packed. I'm not going to say this isn't all stuff that had fallen back in from erosion, but you can definitely tell when you're on the floor here. Another cool part is the roots kind of go sideways where the hard packed stuff is. Now the big tap roots and stuff, they go keep going down through it, but you get an idea. Path of least resistance. Yeah, that's definitely the bottom right there. And no signals. So we'll clean this back up and show you this. So there's Miles over there filling the hole back in, and he's starting with the bottom layer, and then we'll put the plug on top. And so it goes from about this tree, slopes down, goes vertical, cuts around the front here, a little arc, and all of this is natural across the back, and then all of this up front is the original front berm of the earthwork. And very cool, very thick with leaves right now. It's the spring, and it's an exciting time to be out searching for history. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Miles, enjoyed making it?
Hey, had fun.
Yeah, we'll I think we should do it again. We're gonna go find us maybe a fort to look around in next. So if you enjoy this kind of content, leave me a comment down in the comment section, and let me know what you think. Until next time, my name's Matt. This is exploring an American Civil War soldier's foxhole, and we'll see you here on Gone Diggin'.